Hey y'all, welcome back to Leslie's Mature Makeup and Beauty. Today I thought we'd just do kind of a little get ready with me and play with some of the Colourpop products that I have. Now I don't have a ton, I don't have a foundation or anything, but they're having some really good deals this week for Black Friday. It's 30% off site-wide and then 50% off their collaborations. Now there are some exclusions like some of the newer collaborations like the Mandalorian, I believe their newest Christmas, the Rudolph collection, I don't think that's included. And I feel like there was another one that I saw that wasn't, that was excluded, but lots of good deals out there. So we'll just get going. I've already got on my eye primer. Today I used the NYX primer, no, the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And then I went ahead and put on my face, I got a little sampler of the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base. I'd used it one time before, but I thought I'd give this, put that on under my foundation and just see. So the palette we're gonna play with is the Colourpop That's Taupe, and I think this is on sale for, it's normally like $14, and I wanna say it was like $9.80 or something, but I've never used this, I just recently picked it up, but it's a pretty cool toned, neutral palette, really pretty. I love cool tones, so I thought we would play with this today, and then I've got a couple of Super Shock cheek products, I think some lippies. But I think I want to start out, I'm just going to go all over the lid with this first shade here called Boa. It's just a nice, neutral, matte. And I do have several Colourpop palettes, and I love all of them. The only one that I have that's not really my favorite is the Garden Variety palette, and I don't know, I'm not sure what it is about that particular palette, but it just doesn't do much for me. But Stone Cold Fox I absolutely love. I have Your Golden, both of those are their mega palettes. I love both of those. And then I just recently picked up, they had some kind of like a flash sale. It was like 50% off their mega palettes. So I picked up It's a Mood for like 17 bucks. And it is stunning as well. And I have one of the 9-pan, I think it's Lilac You a Lot, which I haven't even used it yet. It's all purple, but it's so gorgeous. And then the Boudoir Noir that I used for my fall look. Love that one. I think next, just to deepen up that, or to start on my crease, I think I'm going to go in with Python. It almost has a little bit of a mauve-y shift to it. But I'm going to take that on my fluffy crease brush and just, ooh yeah, and just start working that in. So far, this formula feels like all the other Colourpop shadows that I have. And I think that's one of the things, for some reason I feel like the Garden Variety palette that I have is not, the shadows don't feel quite as nice. But there's tons of great deals out there. Now they do have some of the Colourpop palettes that are available at Ulta. This week Ulta's having, they've already started some of their Black Friday deals, so some of the palettes, there wasn't a ton. Like I think I picked up that Taupe from Ulta, but I don't think this was one of the ones that was on sale this week. But you may want to check there because some of them are 50% off on Ulta's website, so you might want to, if there's a particular one that you've got your eye on, maybe check there and see if they've got it for a better deal. Just kind of slowly working and building this up where I want it, making sure I've got it high enough to to peek out once my eyes are open. And I am still having problems, which I know I feel like I've said this in like 38 videos, with comments. And I think some of the people that were trying to subscribe that couldn't, I think some of those have finally been able to subscribe. So if you want to subscribe and you hadn't been able to previously, you know, you might try again. But then I have had some people saying they were trying to give my video a thumbs up and they couldn't, so I don't know, I feel like YouTube is conspiring against me at this point. Not really, just joking, but you know, kind of seems that way. That's a really pretty color. And of course, y'all know when I tap my brushes off, I usually do it on my hand, so I am always tapping off so that I'm not, you know, I don't have my foundation on yet, but just to get that excess off. I think we'll leave that there for now. And let's go in. I'm gonna take my little smaller crease brush, and it looks like it's dirty, but it's not, it's clean. I'm gonna go into Rock Steady, this kind of gray tone down here in the bottom. And I'm gonna lay that down just a little bit lower, like actually in my crease. Just to give us a little dimension there and deepen that up a little bit. And this video should go out the day before Thanksgiving on Wednesday this week. So I hope everybody, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, hope you have a lovely Thanksgiving and get to eat all the deliciousness. I always get excited for my stepmom's dressing. It is the best. And my family loves sweets, so we always have plenty of sweets to go around. So I'm gonna get started tomorrow. I'm gonna bring a little bit of that right down here on this outer corner as well. So I'm gonna get started tomorrow. I make a 7-Up cake that my dad really likes, and it's best if it sits overnight. So I'm gonna get that started tomorrow. These are really pretty shades in here. Which some of these, you know, I may have in the Stone Cold Fox palette, but sometimes, you know, I don't mind having a few repeat shades if it's in a more compact palette, you know, if you wanted to travel or something, which, you know, these have a magnetic closure, but they don't have a mirror, so you would need to keep that in mind. Find my little hand mirror here. But there are tons of good deals going on. I think I got an email this morning, Huda Beauty's website. I think they're having up to 80% off on a lot of stuff. I really want that rose quartz palette. I think it's on sale. You know, it's $67, but it's marked down to like 47-ish, so that's a, you know, if that's something you're looking at. Oh, Timeless Skincare. They have got 40% off, I believe, until the 29th. And that's, you know, I love their vitamin C, their CoQ10, and their Matrixyl Scent 6. Those are some of the serums that I love to use in my skincare routine. But 40% off is a good deal. I'm not going to buy anything this go round because when they had their last sale, I restocked, so I have backups of all of those things. It's really pretty. Now I think I want to go in with, may not blind y'all with that mirror, Slated right here, this really pretty shimmer. Ooh, that feels nice. And there are no eye safety warnings. Just trying to let y'all see that. No eye safety warnings on this one. Apparently I'm on the struggle bus here. It's just a nice shimmery shimmer. I think I'm gonna start laying it down with the, well, that Snake Eyes shade is pretty too. Oh, that Snake Eyes has got a little pinky shift to it. Ooh, should we use that one? Let's do Snake Eyes. That's this center shade. I'm gonna put that all over my lid, and then I may go back in with Slated and maybe put just on the inner corner. I'm just kind of patting and tapping to get that on there. I was trying to think if there were any other really good sales I saw. Oh, Ulta Beauty. You know, they're prone to kind of, even when they're having a sale, you know, they'll have, you know, for certain days, certain hours, certain tier levels, you know, extra pop-up sales. And then I think some of Milani's face products are 30% off. I believe they've got some deals on Real Techniques and Eco Tools brushes, and I've got some Real Techniques brushes that I like. I don't know that I have any from Eco Tools, but Real Techniques makes some nice brushes. I think that's very pretty. Yeah, it's almost with that crease shade that I put in Python, almost got a little bit of a mauve-y undertone to it. Let's build that up just a little bit more. Building it up right here in the center. And then I'm going to take Slated and add some of that to the inner corner, or the inner portion of my lid. I'm going to clean that brush off. And then I'm going to dip into Slated. I think this Slated kind of feels like a Super Shock. I believe it is. You know, it's kind of got that creamy, it's really soft texture. Quite giving me what I want. There we go. Ooh, I don't know, that's probably not coming across on camera like it looks in real life. And it's a little bit later in the day, so I'm not gonna be able to take y'all outside like we normally do. That is really pretty. Yeah, I don't think that's showing up quite on camera like it is in real life. I think I may take a little bit more of Rocksteady and just kind of deepen up this outer corner just a little bit and make sure I merge that into those shimmers. You know, so we don't have a harsh line there. Take a up close look here. Yeah, I've definitely got a little fallout from that you know, those shimmer shades. Just gonna take a brush and knock that off. Or not. And it might also help that I'm trying to clean my face off with glitter fingers, so that's not really working out well for me. Since I wiped off some of that primer, I'm gonna put just a little bit more, and this thing is so tiny, it's hard to get into. We'll put a little bit more there on my cheeks where I rubbed that off, because I kind of want to see how this compares like to my blur stick that I love so much from Maybelline. Because it does appear, you know, when you first put it on, it kind of looks like it's mattifying a little bit. So it looks like maybe it will blur those pores. So let's go in with some foundation. I'm going to use my L'Oreal 24-hour Fresh Wear today. I haven't used this in a minute. And I have the shade 450 Rose Beige. And I'm just going to go in with my Stands Out sponge and just start tapping this in. I like this foundation pretty good. Definitely gonna need more than one pump. And I'm not gonna do concealer today, so I'm just gonna take it all the way up under my eyes. I can definitely tell the light outside is fading fast. And I had somebody one time ask me about, really can't talk while you're tapping your throat, linking my jewelry and these little earrings that I have on today. They're little turtles that are made out of some type of shell or bone. But my aunt gave me these. I love turtles. She gave me these some time ago, and she picked them up at a Native American powwow. So, you know, I have no way of linking those. I'm really liking this eyeshadow. It's kind of got a little bit of a mauve-y, like I said, that crease color that we put down. But if you didn't use that, I think you could probably get, you know, just more neutral or brown, but I think it's a gorgeous color. All right, now that we got that on, we'll go ahead and finish up our eyes, and I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple underneath my eyes. Just going to take a little pencil brush. I'm going to go in with Python. That's this shade that we put in our crease. And just tuck that right close to the lash line, kind of connect it. We'll do that on both eyes. And then I'm going to take just a tiny bit of Rocksteady, just kind of in the outer third. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of Slated. And do just on that that very inner corner there. That does not pick up super good with a brush, by the way. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I can't see that great, so I have to lean close to my mirror. Yeah, I think if you don't want much fallout with that Slated shade, maybe after you pick it up, spray it with a little setting spray before you apply it to your eyes. But I think it's really a pretty shade. I just know I can see, well, based on what I can see, it doesn't look like it's coming off as pretty on camera as it is in person. Let's do some brows. I think I'm just going to take the powder side of this Maybelline Express brow. You know, it's got that kind of triangle or teardrop shaped tip. But I'm just going to use the powder side. Like the powder is like down in the cap, and then this little spongy thing, you know, when you screw it down, it dips into the powder. I'm just going to run a little bit of that through my brows. Brow powder is one of those things, I think it's quick. Kind of gives you a little bit of a natural look. This pencil does not have a spoolie though. But since I haven't colored my brows in a minute, I need a little something. I always have a little bit of a bare spot right here on this. Particular brow. But I'm hoping that grande brow that I've been using will fill it in. Now I'm just going to go on the little bit of clear brow glue. This is brow gel. This is the NYX, the brow glue. I had got this in a little, and you can see I got it in a little sampler, but it really, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of, it looks like glue. This stuff definitely holds them in place. If you don't like a crunchy brow glue, you won't like this one. I guess I shouldn't say crunchy. Firm hold. Because it seems like once this stuff dries down, it's not going anywhere. My brows look a little more reddish on the SKU finder than they do in real life, but what are you gonna do? Mascara, we'll go ahead and do a little Maybelline Lash Sensational, and then we'll do our cheeks and all that good stuff, because like I said, I got a couple of Super Shock cheek products, I think. I don't know if I said Maybelline Lash Sensational. Oh, while I'm thinking about lashes, the Colourpop Mascara, the Act Natural, I had got that in my little mystery box. That is not it. I was going to show it to you. Here it is. This is what it looks like. It's a really pretty, natural looking mascara. Like if you just want, like for a no makeup day, or you just want to feel a little more put together, put a little mascara on. That is beautiful for that. Excuse me. I don't find that you can really build that one up a whole lot, but I love that for just, you know, a no makeup day, or just a really light makeup day. And it doesn't flake or smudge on me, which anytime if I am recommending a mascara, it does not flake or smudge on me. That'll do. I think that eyeshadow is just stunning. I wish it was coming off like I see it here. Alright, so let's do a little bronzer. I don't have a bronzer from Colourpop, so I'm going to use my Milani Silky Matte in Sunkissed. This is a nice cool tone bronzer. This is the one that I used the other day, I believe, in my crease for one of the Jaclyn Hill looks. But this is a little cool toned. It's not orange. It blends super easy. I know I always like a little down my nose and on the chin. A little under here. Yeah, I think it's just a really nice, cool toned bronzer. And I was looking for another fluffy bronzer brush, because the one that I use a lot that's got the little pink tip is falling apart. And I picked up this e.l.f. Complexion Brush, and it's fluffy, but it's kind of pinched right here. And I've been liking it for bronzer. And it's like $5. I think e.l.f. is having some good deals too. If you're a member of their beauty squad, which I think all you have to do is sign up. It's free. You earn points, but I think there's, shoot. I think for a beauty squad member, it's like 40% off some of their stuff. And then either 25 or 30, I think, for everybody else. I'm gonna go in with this Super Shock Cheek in Birthday Suit for my blush. It's just kind of a nice pink. Y'all know I like a little blush everywhere, like my bronzer. I think that's a really pretty, just a nice kind of pale pink. It's got a little bit of a satin finish. And then for highlight, I've got one of the Super Shock highlights in Flexatarian. We'll put a little of this on. And this is a little bit glittery. A little bit more of an intense highlight, but I find if I tap over it with my sponge, I still get a little glow. Kind of helps to press it in, and it doesn't look quite as glittery, but it's No Essence Pure Nude. Let's go ahead, we'll go ahead and pull that off. And then for lips, I have got a couple of their lippie sticks. I have one in just the matte formula, and then one in the matte X, I think. But I thought since our eye is kind of a neutral, the lippie stick color I've got is Cami. Well, one of them. This is Cami, it's in the matte X. It's a little bit deeper. And then the other shade that I have is Happy Thoughts. It's just the matte formula, but you can see I kind of have a similar taste in lip products. I'll pick up the same shade 15 times. But it's been a little while since I've worn these, but I like them. Now, I do top it with a gloss because I like to have comfortable lips above all else. And I've got this, what is this? Maybelline Color Sensational Lip Liner in 105 Nude Whisper, just to kind of line my lips a little bit. Oh, I need to wipe that gloss off. And I think Ulta may have a sale on their Ulta Beauty collection. I've been enjoying this juice infused lip oil. I've been liking it. And then the brow that I talked about, the brow tint that I talked about in my favorites. I dab that right under my lip. Because that's just who I am as a person, I guess. I like the shape of these lippy sticks because they do have that kind of slanted tip. So it's easy to get to stay in the lip lines. And these are, like I said, a matte formula. So if you don't top these with a gloss, they're pretty long lasting. But I just find for me, a matte lip can emphasize my lip lines. And just for the comfort factor, I prefer a glossy lip. And I'm gonna top it with this Luxe Lipple. This is in the shade First Date. I haven't used this one a ton. But it does feel nice. And that shade doesn't change the color a whole lot. But that is our finished look. Like I said, it's dark outside, really. So I can't show y'all what anything looks like in natural daylight today, and I'm sorry. I know I really do prefer to do that, but this is our finished look. I think it's really pretty. I think that eyeshadow, it's got that kind of mauve-y undertone that's, I think, really pretty. And the cheeks, I've worn these before. Like I said, the Colourpop, the Super Shock highlighter is not my favorite just because it's a little bit glittery, but you can see after I pressed it in, it just gives you kind of a nice sheen. But I do like that blush. And the lippy sticks, I think, are good. The lip oil is good. And you know what, if you've got an eye on a Colourpop eyeshadow palette, I think while they're having some good sales would be a good time to pick it up if you can. But yeah, that's it. And I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And like I said, you know, if you can like and subscribe, do it. Still having problems with comments. Just know that if I can reply, I will reply. And I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all are the best subscribers on all of social media. And I just thank you so much. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Y'all are so sweet. But I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. And I hope you have a wonderful week, rest of the week. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all.